as we have far too often on this broadcast, with the latest breaking details about a horrific terrorist attack. This time, as you know, it happened along the beachfront in Nice, France. Video captured the deadly carnage late last night as 31-year-old Tunisian-born Mohamed Laouedj Boulel opened fire while driving a freight truck into a crowd gathered to celebrate Bastille Day, the holiday commemorating the French Revolution. This terrorist plowed through the crowd, barbarically running over innocent civilians for more than a mile before being shot dead by police. 84 people were killed. At least 10 of them were children. Hundreds more are wounded, and at least 50 people are still desperately fighting for their lives inside hospitals. Among those savagely slaughtered, Americans Sean Copeland and his 11-year-old son Brody. And as of right now, Nicholas Leslie, a 20-year-old college student from UC Berkeley, who was also in the area, is missing. At this point, there have been no claims of responsibility by any terrorist group. Let's get right to CNN's Nick Robertson, who is in Nice, right outside the home of the terrorist. Nick, was this individual known at all to French intelligence officials?
Known to the police because of a criminal record, but not known in any capacity to the French counterterrorism authorities. You know, Jake, it is still less than 24 hours. A French prosecutor saying the attack took place at 22:45 local time last night. That's still 45 minutes away. The police, though, in the minutes after the attack ended, already beginning to put the clues together to find out who was responsible. Mohamed Boulel, 31 years old, the butcher of Bastille Day. Mowing down and killing more than 80 innocent men, women and children, enjoying one of France's national days of celebration before he was shot and killed by the police.
The terrorist fired several times on 3 police officers close to the hotel. Police chased the truck for nearly 1,000 feet. The police were able to shoot him, and the terrorist was found dead on the passenger seat.
Inside the cab of the truck, police found a handgun and ammunition, as well as several fake guns and a fake grenade. Also the attacker's ID and cell phone. According to the French prosecutor, Boulel had a record of violence.
He was known by the judicial and police authorities for threats, violence, and thefts between 2010 and 2016.
Within hours of the attack, in a nearby nondescript suburb of Nice, police raided his apartment, seizing telephone and computer equipment, taking away documents. This is where the alleged attacker lived, and if I look through the keyhole that's been blown out by the police when they went in here, I can see that there are drawers strewn on the floor, chairs standing there, cupboards wide open. It looks like the place has had a hasty search. Right now they're all locked up. This neighbor telling us he was odd, never said hello, didn't even nod, had a fixed stare, went everywhere with his bike, sometimes with a bottle of alcohol. He lived alone, separated from his ex-wife and 3 young children. A block away, French police blew the windows off a small delivery truck, scouring for more clues. The search has been slow and it's been methodical, but it doesn't appear as if the police believe that they're dealing with dangerous materials. They seem quite relaxed. At one point, they could be seen taking a huge number of what appeared to be paper receipts out of that truck. Boulel was born in Tunisia, not far from a town where a horrific seaside attack killed 34 holidaymakers last summer. He moved to France in 2005, but according to officials here, he had no connections to terrorism.
He was entirely unknown by the intelligence services. He had never been the subject of any kind of file or indication of radicalization.
President Obama has been kept updated.
This is a threat to all of us. We don't know all the details, but what we know is the capacity of even a single individual to do extraordinary harm to our people.
For police, the pressure is on to figure out, was Boulel acting alone or part of a group? Most importantly, are other attacks imminent? So we don't know from the police yet what was found on his cell phone, what was found on any of the internet and communications equipment taken away from his apartment. The prosecutor didn't take any questions today, has promised to take questions when he gives future press conferences. But really the detail, was he connected to somebody? That's going to be what we're waiting to learn about because, you know, it's going to be, if he has been communicating with other people in other groups, it's going to be through the equipment that the police now have in their hands.
All right, so Nick, obviously the information is just being accumulated now. The investigation just began. But in terms of the pattern of this terrorist, does it fit any sort of pattern with other previous terrorists?
You know, Jake, in a way it does. I mean, here's a man who's gone through obviously some trauma in his life because he's separated not so long ago from his wife and young children. Here's a man who's something of a loner who clearly doesn't connect too well with people. He's a man who's seen by his neighbors here often with alcohol, and that would be sort of out of character, at least with the purer tenets of Islam. So he is a little off, you know, a little wayward with his religion. All of these, you know, things, indicators that we've seen in some of the previous terror attackers. It's not clear if he's affiliated with any other organization, but these type of clues show somebody who was perhaps vulnerable, being a loner, having gone through some trauma, being vulnerable to the sort of brainwashing that we've seen happen to others.
All right, Nick Robertson, who's live in Nice, France. Nick, thank you so much. Joining